Yo, what's going on everybody? It's SoCalExploring back with another video, and today guys, today's a long one. Today I'm going into a full in-depth review of what I thought about Halloween Horror Nights this year. I've gone 5 times this year and the season's still not over. I'm planning to go a couple more times, but we're going to be talking all about what I think about the event. What's the whole detailed thing of it, because I did my Horror Nights maze rankings a couple weeks ago, and that was just a quick run through what I liked about the mazes. But now we're going to be talking a full thing about the event, scare zones, crowd control, shows which I haven't watched, but we're going to go into full detail about absolutely everything and just talk about the event. So sit around if you want to watch this video, and if not, you can click out of it. But this one's going to be a good one because I've never done something like this where I've talked full detail about something. So this is kind of exciting to me. So let's get right into the video. Alright, so the first thing I want to mention in likes of the current events that just happened at Universal, let's talk about crowd control this year. Let's talk about Horror Nights crowd control. Now, this has been a problem with a lot of haunts. It's not just Horror Nights or Knots or anything like that. Is crowd control, because so many people show up to these events and so many people are there to have fun, and it's just hard for the limited employees or team members to control these guests. But at the same time, this is one point that I made about the whole rain incident happening, is so many guests did not cooperate with the team members at the park that were just trying to make the situation better. But they're starting riots, I heard, and there was guests not cooperating at all with any of the team members, and it just sucks because coming from a point of view of mine, when how I work customer service at the zoo, I know how hard it can be for guests to listen, and I completely understand that on Universal's part. Now, I'm not completely defending Universal. I do think that Universal should have had a better emergency plan for a situation like this. Obviously, on the ticket, it did say rain or shine, and by rain or shine, it means the event will still stay open, but it doesn't say anything about the mazes staying open, just to clear that whole thing up. And obviously, everyone that was in attendance will be getting a refund. That's just something that you had to do in customer service. No matter what the situation may be, you still have to give a refund, which kind of sucks on Universal's part because they did lose a lot of money. And I feel bad for both sides of this, both the guests who had to experience this, because I know it was super rough being in that crowd and not being able to get out. I know there's some people that I need to use the restroom and they're stuck in the crowd for 30 to 45 minutes and they couldn't get to a restroom, or they were just trying to get out in general, and even just getting out of the parking garage was hell. So I do apologize to the guests who suffered that experience, and I apologize to Universal for having to deal with the guests who did not cooperate. And I don't know why I'm saying sorry, it's just I kind of feel bad for both sides in this situation, because neither of the sides really deserved this to happen, but unfortunately stuff does happen, and we just gotta move on for it. Universal's gotta look at this and see what they can do better, and the guests have to learn from this and realize that it's not always gonna be something that's super easy to deal with when it comes to rain at Halloween Horror Nights. Now that I got that off my chest, let's talk about the Terror Tram. So the Terror Tram, in the beginning after opening night, I was really not happy about it. I was going on social media talking so bad about it and just not liking it at all, because I don't like the trams. Not the ideas, but I just don't like how they pull it off sometimes. But after going to 5 times to the event and going to the tram more than once, I can honestly say that it is growing on me. I am appreciating the tram a lot more, and it does help out with crowd control a lot more. So that's one thing that's changed since opening night. I could say that I am starting to like the tram, not fully oh yeah, I love it. It's such a super cool idea. The concept of Hollywood Harry is a cool idea, but I just don't think that the tram in general is really a good idea as far as scary wise goes, and as far as detail wise goes, because it does lack detail. But I do appreciate the creative team and John Murdy for trying their best to put this together for us and try to make it more of an immersive experience and a different kind of experience, because not a lot of places have something where you get off a tram or get off a cart or anything like that and you go and you walk into this terror-filled pathway or anything like that, which is cool. So I do give props to the creative team for making this happen. I just hope that they do something different with it. You know, like obviously I do miss the hill, the older route that we used to have. I think that was cool. And I don't know, guys, just make it longer. You know, I don't know. There's nothing that I can say. Obviously, I like to see them build on this Hollywood Harry thing, and I like to see something as related to Jack from Orlando, like maybe like an icon year where it's just Hollywood Harry. I don't know if that could happen, but I do like the concept of Hollywood Harry, and I think that they should keep the concept of Hollywood Harry rolling. The whole backstory behind it's really, really cool, and I do really like the whole concept of the tram. It's just the ways that they pull it off is kind of disappointing sometimes. So that's my opinion on the tram. It has grown on me a lot, and I do enjoy it now. It's not a Hornets trip unless you get on the Terror tram. That's always my thing. Is like even if I'm going to Hornets for like 3 hours, I still have to get on the tram. It's a must for some reason. You know, it's a unique experience to Universal, and that's what I like. Now, the Jabberwockies. Yeah, I haven't watched a Jabberwocky show. I still have yet to watch a Jabberwocky show. This is something that I've given it a chance every year, but I just don't really like the Jabberwockies. Like they're kind of boring to me. They say all new show every year, but it's just basically the same show with different music. That's my opinion on the Jabberwockies. I haven't watched it, so I have no room to talk on like what's good about it this year or what's bad about it. In general, I just don't like the fact that we have a Jabberwocky show at Hornets. I'd rather see a horror-themed show at Hornets. But we all know how that went with Bill and Ted and how some fans got triggered about the jokes that they made. So what can we do? We can't really get anything else there. Now, the scare zones. Okay, so by far my favorite scare zone this year is Holidays in Hell. I absolutely love that scare zone. The way, the longness of it, I don't know if longness is a word, but the length, we'll say the length of it, it's really great, and I just love how they have all these different holidays, and they just go I think they're in chronological order. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are. But I think that it's really cool how they put all these holidays into one scare zone, and I do like the character designs and the mask design. My favorite, I'd say, character is probably the Leprechaun, and I really like the part of the 4th of July too. I think that's cool. I don't know. I really like when they use those props, like they did last year in the Purge, the lights and the guns on the American flag. There's something I like about that. It looks cool. It works well, and it's very vibrant in there, which I like. I do like I love the turkey scare actor. Whoever plays the turkey scare actor, he always scares the living hell out of me, because I'll walk out of the Day of the Dead area, and then he'll just come out of nowhere and make the turkey noise, which is really cool and really good. And I do like the actors in there. The actors are great in there. They're very well to their part. They act very well, and I don't know. There's just something about that scare zone that I really, really enjoy. And there's tons of props and tons of detail in it and tons of color. And that scare zone is just beautiful in general. And it's in a good place for this whole gauntlet thing that they're trying to pull off every year with one scare zone or a maze. But I think that by far the whole gauntlet thing this year is the best. And then the Purge one, when they had the Purge gauntlet last year, I think that is the runner up. But Holidays in Hell is definitely my favorite. And then the Trick or Treat scare zone, I love that one. That's definitely up there. I don't know if I like Monster Masquerade or Trick or Treat more. Obviously, I like seeing the two characters. Monster Masquerade is more original characters. If anything, it's still based off Universal Monsters, and Trick or Treat's obviously based on the movie. So I think I'm edging Trick or Treat a little bit more, because just seeing the characters out there and seeing how well they play the parts too. Guys, the performers in the Trick or Treat scare zone are absolutely phenomenal. The Snow White, the what's the other one? I can't think of it, but they are absolutely great, and that's such a good scare zone for me to get pictures in. I've gotten a couple good pictures in there. Universal's posted them. before, and I think that it's just such a good scare zone. I really do like that scare zone. And there's to the people that were saying like, oh, like there's no need for a trick or treat scare zone at all or anything like that, I definitely do think that if they do different scare zones in that area and then they have the main scare zone, I think that'll work a lot more in future years for Horror Nights. I think it's such a great concept and such a great idea for them to do. It works perfectly, and I am really happy with the trick or treat scare zone. Then my other favorite is Monster Masquerade. Right underneath it, I just love hearing the music, because this is the one place I can really hear the music in the maze. I can only hear the music a couple times, sadly, but this is the one place I can really hear the music, and the vibrant colors that they use to kind of make the fog look like red and greenish. I really do enjoy that, and these characters in there are good. They get all up in your face. That's one thing that I noticed about that scare zone, is that they get super up close in your face, which I enjoy, that immersiveness. And just the whole concept behind Universal Monsters, the Stilt Walker, it all looks really cool, and I'm really happy with how that scare zone came out at the end of the maze. And then we move on to Hell's Harvest. The Hell's Harvest scare zone definitely impressed me. I had some skeptical thoughts about this, but I do like the actors in there are great. They are super crazy all night, and even though the masks aren't as scary, they do play the part very well. On what they are. I love the Pumpkin Stilt Walker. The Pumpkin Stilt Walker is great, and I just think that the actors are what bring the scare zone together. It's more the actors than anything, and I just think that they play the part really good, and I am happy with it, because I just wasn't so sure about the scare zone at all. I mean, creepy voodoo dolls, like what's that, you know? But I am very happy with it. And then we move on to the one that I don't like at all. This is one thing that I absolutely do not like at Toxic Tunnel, but I'll give them one thing. Toxic Tunnel's characters are great. Their scares are fantastic. They will get you like that. I know, because every time I walk in there, there's always someone that gets me. Always someone that gets me. And I'll give them that. But it's a bunch of reused masks. If you haven't gone to Horror Nights yet, it's a bunch of reused masks that they use in there, and it's still just flashing strobe lights and dubstep music. I mean, their outfits are glowing a little bit, but that's about it. And that's all I really had to say about Toxic Tunnel, to be completely honest. Let's get into the juicy stuff. The mazes. I gave my maze rankings before, and it was Universal Monsters, Stranger Things, Poltergeist, Trick or Treat, Halloween 4, The Horrors of Blumhouse, and The First Purge. Sorry, I mean The Horrors of Blumhouse and The First Purge. So Horrors of Blumhouse is my least favorite. I've talked about that in my previous video. You can go watch that if you want. Click out of this one and go watch that one before you get into this part of the video. It's still stay the same, I'd say. There's been some minor things that have been improved in the mazes since opening night, and all the mazes are fun to me, because it's just Horror Nights in general is fun to me. Like, The First Purge is kind of growing on me, and I don't know, guys. The mazes, people are saying that the mazes this year are on level with Halloween Horror Nights 2016. They're not. Halloween Horror Nights 2016 was just a whole another animal. That was just an insane year, and every maze was good. Now with this, there are a couple of mazes that lack some detail in them. So I don't think they're on 2016 level. Do we think that we can compare them to 2016 as far as some of the mazes go? Yes, we can. But I don't think that they're on 2016 level. Let me just clear that up. And I'd say the thing that they suffered from the most this year is there's missed opportunities. Because there's a ton of missed opportunities in the mazes that could have played out very well. Like, I know that they scrapped a couple rooms. Murdy was saying on Twitter the other day that the long black hallway after the swinging girl scene was supposed to be an alleyway in The First Purge. So there's a lot of missed opportunities, and rewatching the movies like The First Purge, I look back at that movie and I realized that there were quite a few opportunities. As far as they were limited to the movie goes, yes they were, but there are a couple opportunities that they could have used, and a couple effects I can just think of at the back of my head that they could have put into that maze, which kind of blows, but at the end of the day, it's a maze that we have, and that's the one that we're going to have to deal with, and it's still fun, guys. And the Horrors of Blumhouse, obviously, tons of missed opportunities, tons and tons and tons of missed opportunities in there. I don't even have to go into detail of what they could have done in there, but there's just a lot of missed opportunities in there, which kind of blows. Stranger Things, good. Universal Monsters, good. Poltergeist, just a couple of the black walls they needed to fix. That's about it. Trick or Treat, there was quite a few black walls. I think that they should have done something with those, and I don't know. I feel like one of the bigger scenes, probably not the bus scene, should have been scrapped and should have been turned into littler rooms and made it more of an effect of the actors and more immersive to the movie, I guess. But Trick or Treat, all in all, was still great, and I am really happy with how they immersed you into the movie and how they pulled that off. So really no problems with that, other than like just a couple other rooms I would like to see. But those are missed opportunities that we can deal with. As there's some big missed opportunities that should have been there, and there's some minor ones that would have been like, oh, that would have been cool. And that's what I have about Trick or Treat. Halloween 4, definitely a lot of missed opportunities. Then again, you really couldn't do anything with Halloween 4. It was a film that really didn't have that much in it. Murdy and the creative team did a great job at trying to immerse the film into it. But after the first couple scenes, it was really weak, and I'm kind of disappointed in it because I love Michael Myers to death, and I love the whole Halloween franchise to death, and it's just it sucks when you walk through it and then you realize that where's that scene? We didn't see Jamie as a character. She's coming out from under a bed, which kind of looks tacky, but like I said, Horror Nights suffered from missed opportunities this year. Last year, they suffered from black walls. Hands down, all black walls, they suffered from that last year. This year, they definitely suffered from missed opportunities, and I wish that they would have done more. I wish that they would have done more with some of these mazes, because then it would have been on 2016 level for sure. As far as next year goes, I think next year is the year that we'll have 2016 level, hopefully. We'll have Stranger Things 2, not confirmed, but I'm assuming that it's going to come back. And I think that next year is the year that they gain 2016 level back. So let's hope for the best, guys. But that's pretty much all I had to say about the mazes that I have not said already. I think that they pulled off the mazes that were most anticipated. Great, like Monsters and Stranger Things, like those were absolutely fantastic, and they did pull those off as well as I thought they would, and they definitely did not disappoint the fans when creating those mazes and bringing them to Halloween Horror Nights. So I'm very, very happy about the way that came out. Now let's talk about one more thing, and that's just like theming in general, guys. The atmosphere, I guess, like as far as merch goes, food goes, the food's good this year, guys. I do give the food an A+. I've tried two things. I've tried the tachos, and I've tried the waffle, I believe. Yeah, that's what I tried. The waffle, not the waffle extravaganza, but the maple waffle with the maple donut with waffles on top. That was really good. I'm going to try more once I go back. But as far as everything goes, I think the theming with the food this year, theming it to Stranger Things and kind of basing everything off Stranger Things was a good move for them, because it did get them a lot of people going to Horror Nights that don't even know what Horror Nights is, which is good. As far as Universal goes, not good for guests because we want shorter wait times, but you always got to be happy for Universal and what they're doing and how big their event's getting as far as Halloween Horror Nights goes, and I'm happy for them. You know, the merch is cool. I'm gonna buy all my merch on closing night. I really do enjoy the Monsters merch a lot, and that Trick or Treat merch is absolutely beautiful. I really do like that Trick or Treat shirt. It's so vibrant and so cool, and just the whole overlay of having a mural like figure, I guess, of Sam behind the whole artwork is really cool, and I really do like that. And just all the merch in general, it came out really nice this year, and the theming around the whole park, the music, it all brings it all together. And opening ceremony, I haven't even said anything about that, but opening ceremony, definitely one of my favorites. There's I think that this goes up in my top 3. I really do enjoy this opening ceremony. It's so cool, and the music that they play really amps me up for it, and I really do like this opening ceremony. That also goes along with all the atmosphere things about it. And yeah, guys, that's all I had to say about Halloween Horror Nights 2018. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I'm pretty sure I'm going to go on my computer right after this and work my ass off to make this video even better than it already is. And I'm just always trying to do stuff for the fans and trying to bring you guys the best content possible and work hard for you guys, because at the end of the day, that is what I'm going to strive to do, is just always work hard and be successful. We're currently at 882 subscribers as I film this right now. I don't know if it's changed, but we are 118 subs away from 1,000, and we're getting close, guys. We're getting so close, like 1,000's there soon. That's all I have to say. So subscribe if you aren't already. My name is Scott from SoCalExploring, and I do haunt videos and theme park videos and Horror Nights videos and everything, guys. So thank you guys for enjoying my content throughout the haunt season. We still have a couple more weeks of haunt season left, and then I'm gonna cry on the video and talk about how much I loved haunt season and then get into Christmas stuff. But I really do appreciate all the support that you guys have been giving me for these haunt videos. It's truly meant the world to me, and just seeing the turnout of me making these videos and the results of it, it just makes me so happy, and I love you all for that, because you guys are the one helping me feel that way. Make sure to subscribe, like this video if you enjoyed it, comment down below what you think about Halloween Horror Nights 2018 and any video suggestions you may have and want me to film, or any haunts that you want me to check out. Anything like that, comment down below. Next video will be coming out will be Disneyland again. I'll be at Disneyland Halloween time again, trying out some of their food that they have there. I think I'm going to base that video off trying their food there. And yeah, follow the SoCalExploring team down below, Becky and Katie, trying to help me build this brand. What else do I say? This is the most important part. Positivity is key, guys. Don't let anybody stop you from the goals that you want in life, because I haven't let anyone stop me from the goals that I want in life, and I'm still pushing through all the stuff that I've gone through and everything. I am still pushing through it all. So once again, thank you for all the support. Positivity is key. I'll see you guys in the next one. I said that wrong. I'll see you guys in the next one. Remember to keep on exploring. Or no, remember, it's going to take a little getting used to, guys.